What's up guys, Hulky Boy checking in. Today we're looking at Far Cry Primal. It is the 2nd of March, it came out yesterday. I managed to get it downloaded last night, a bit strapped for time so I didn't get to play it much. Did about an hour or so last night. Today we are going to be looking at the onboard versus Amplifier, the GTX 970M and the GTX 980 housed in the graphics amplifier. There will be a follow-up video which will be a bit of gameplay, so if you're interested in the game or know how it looks, how it plays, what it's about, bits and pieces will be covered slightly in this, but we're going to do a thorough one coming up soon. There is also going to be another video where I'm going to be asking you guys for a bit of help and choosing a new desktop. The time has come to upgrade, but that will be covered in another video which is going to be coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that, and yeah, see you soon. Okay. Just to check the settings that we have. Video. So we're on 1080p standard resolution, and these things off. Graphics quality is high. I don't know if we can elaborate on that. There's advanced settings. Massive hissy fit. Okay, we're back in the land of the living. Advanced settings, field of view scaling, I'll leave that on standard. VSync, it's just normal, can't really turn it off. VSync off there, okay, no, that's fine. Resume. Okay, so as I said, graphic settings are high. It looks pretty good. Setting around about 49-50 FPS at the moment. That's nice and smooth. I've played for about an hour or so last night. Let's say we're the 2nd today, so I did want to do the video last night, but I didn't want to rush it. I wanted to play it for a little bit and get a feel for it. Someone's chasing somebody over there. But yeah, it's very similar to the old Far Cry in a sense. I mean, I know it's set in the Stone Ages, and I was a bit concerned about the limited weaponry that is available, obviously because you've got no firearms and stuff, but you've got clubs, bows and arrows, spears, and there's some stuff that I haven't unlocked yet. And you have got a, press I, you've got a crafting menu, so I'm guessing you'll be able to be different people at, I don't know what the hell that thing is. You're able to be different people, unleash different weapons, or unlock different weapons, upgrades, etc., like you could on the previous Far Cries. There is also a skills map that you can actually use. I've actually got, oh, I've got 3 skill points, or is it just laughing at me? Hold control to yourself while sprinting. Yes. What one's this one? Learn the extra skill. I don't know what it was. What was it? Ah, extra health bar. Yeah, that's always going to help. I don't know how you learn to have extra health, but okay. Reveal extra terrain. Might as well use these up while we're here. So yeah, you got the skill maps, which you have had before. Crafting, we've just covered. The map again. It all looks very similar. You got the animals in certain areas that you can go into, and certain missions and checkpoints and stuff to cover. So yeah, it is very similar in a way. I mean, like I said, the engine itself seems to be pretty similar. I think I'm very impressed with the quality. Don't want the club. I prefer the spear. There's various missions dotted around as well. I think we've pretty much stayed at around 40 to 50 FPS. And the fans are starting to kick in now on the Alienware. Field of view is pretty good as well. No complaints there. 50 FPS. What I might do now is just knock it up a little bit. the video settings. Can we change the resolution or do we have to sign out? Okay, so we've pretty much got 1080p, a little bit up for 1080p or 4K, so we'll knock it up to yes. See how we fare on frames. So a little bit of a drop down to high 30s, low 40s. It is going to vary depending on where we are in the game and what's going on in the background, etc. What am I missing? I mean, yeah, you got different terrain and bits and pieces here. I mean, it's very similar to the settlements as well that you have in Far Cry 4 and 3. You can take them over. You got to light the actual bonfire, and also you have to kill. Well, the bonfires like the bell towers, and then you got the outposts and stuff as well. So, I mean, the last bonfire that I did, there was nobody there, but apparently they do have some people guarding it, so you can kill them as you have on previous games. Light the bonfire and it does the whole, opens up the map and shows you what's in the area, so that is also very similar. The map itself, I'm guessing it kind of goes around here. You can't really see too well because the wall goes right down, so it looks pretty sizable. Maybe it goes up here as well. To be continued, I suppose. Like I said, I've only been playing it for about an hour, so I've not unlocked a great deal. He's actually spotted me. You get the same. Oh, okay. He's a crap shot. I'm 2 foot away from him. It slows down when you change your weapon as well, which is handy. Mate, I'm having that. Off you go. You can also right click and throw the weapons that you have, but obviously if you throw them you're going to run out of them. Can I pick up my spear? No. Searching, moving bodies is still there. It's more animal hide, flints, stuff you'd expect to have in the Stone Age. Sticks, arrows, bows, and herbs and plants and stuff are still there. Pretty consistent 40 FPS. That doesn't sound too... Oh shit, what the hell is that? And time to run. Yeah, that is massive. Visibility. Okay, so it's getting dark as well, so that's also... I'm being chased by this massive thing. And time to run. I think that was like some horned bear or something. I've not actually seen that before. It looked like a furry rhino. As night time is falling, I've noticed the frames are going up a little bit. I think that maybe because this is a lot less light and bits and pieces to process. I think you can fast travel as well. Yeah, you can fast travel to the places that you've unlocked. So it is very similar. They've just changed the concept really. Ah, great, what's that? Let's just wreck this guy. Yeah, right. Get them in the head, they go down. Hardwood. Up to 50. My pack is full, yeah. That kind of fills up pretty quickly, so you're going to have to start upgrading by skinning some animals. I will go into 4K quickly, and I mean we're still on high res, high video settings. Graphics quality is high. I don't know if we can elaborate on that. I've literally very high, ultra. We'll leave it on high for the moment, and we'll go into 4K and just see how it. What I might have to do is go into Windows and actually change the resolution on Windows, and then come back to it. What I'll do is we'll tab out and I'll come back in on 4K. Okay, I had to chuck it back out and put it onto 4K and then come back into the game, and yeah, it's proper juddery, so not going to be playable, especially with high graphics. Let's tone them down. We might have to dull them right down. We're on high at the moment. Normal. Let's go down to low and just see if that. Oh no. See if that makes it any easier. Yeah, it hasn't really made it any better. I've put about 5 or 6 frames a second on it, and I'm being chased, and I cannot actually effectively defend myself. Really? Wow, okay. We'll just put it back onto a sensible resolution. Yeah, I think we're going to have to put the amplifier on before we can actually effectively in 4K. I mean, especially during the daytime, that's going to be verging impossible to play. I'm just going to wreck this thing because it's annoying. There you go. Just die. It's running off for me. Coward. Let's just get back to some safety. Yeah. We're on low graphics settings again at the moment, so we will quickly just chuck them back on to... Let's knock them up actually, because we have them on high. Let's put them on ultra and see what sort of difference we had. Okay, so we've gone from 50s, like high 40 to very low 50s, down to bottom end of 40 and top end of 30. So it's playable in 1080p with ultra settings with the GTX 970M. Not too sure what all of these are. I might tank that right in the head. And it's just laughed at me. Oh, it's all going off down there now. I love the way that everything just attacks each other in the wildlife on here. So you can actually light some of your objects, which is handy if you're strolling around in the dark. Lights your way, and it scares off a lot of the predators as well, so I'd have probably been better off lighting that to begin with instead of traipsing around in the dark, but it did kind of just drop itself on me. Can we cook this? No. We'll skin it anyway. Some meat and a goat skin. Obviously the meat is used for health. So, still sitting around top 30s to 40s FPS, which is playable. You'll notice that my stick is burning like a match, which basically means that when it runs out, I haven't actually let it go that far yet, but I'm assuming that's what will happen. It'll just die out, and then I'll be summoned into the dark. Oh, I've set him on fire. It's actually on fire, that's brilliant. Oh, he's wrecked. Right, I'll have you. Boar skin. I love when it's moving, you don't even have to like stab it up or anything. Down nearly goes. Fun. 30 frames per second, 34. Some of these things that you're not going to catch. The boars are quite stupid and they're quite slow as well, so they're quite easy to attack, whereas other stuff like them gazelle things, the boars are easy, but some of them are a bit more agile. Don't know what that is. Yeah, run. No, I'm not going to jump off that. I think we will... It's starting to get light again now. I will come back with the amplifier and we'll see how we fare in frames a second on that, and we may even do some side missions just to see how it copes. Back in a bit. Okay, so we're back on the GTX 980 and I've
thought we'd run the benchmark that's built into this just to see how we score. I think we were averaging around about mid-40s when we were on the GTX 970M, the onboard card. This is literally, like I said, the same settings. We're working with 1080p resolution and high graphic settings, and as you can see, we are highs of 68 or 70 FPS so far. It's going up and up. I think the average is going to be a bit higher, so we are going to see a noticeable difference. I didn't want to run the full test by doing this benchmark because it is quite repetitive. So as you can see there, the average frames per second was 63. The average frames per second that we had before was just under 50. I think at 46, 47. So about 15-16 frames increase on the GTX 980. So it is a decent upgrade. Not spectacular, but it is an increase, which we'd expect to see. I'm going to go ahead and change the settings to Ultra in 1080p, and then we'll jump back into the game there. Just knock you up to Ultra, and we're going to continue. I'll skip that because I won't spoil it. It tends to go through everything you've done so far whenever you load the game. I don't know if it's going to do it the whole way through. It's going to get long towards the end. So here we are. It's night time again, and straight away we're on 70, 66 FPS, and we're on Ultra. So definite increase. I think it's one of these games. I mean, it's getting more and more common now with the newer games that you're going to want to play them on the Amplifier if you want high frames per second. I mean, it's playable on board, but if you want ultra graphics and a very, a decent frame rate between 60 and 80, then yeah, you're going to need the Amplifier. Some more wildlife killing everything else. Okay, where can we have a look? Avoid anything that's too game orientated. I will do a bit of a gameplay. Okay, yeah. Graphics card is having a moment. I don't know if that's because of the amplifier just tweaking with the settings. It has done that before. I'm on Windows 10 now, and I haven't actually. This is the first time I've used the amp with Windows 10, so it'll be interesting to see if there are any compatibility issues that I do come across in future use. But it seems to be fine other than that little flicker. It's the normal flicker it does when it finds the card and just asserts itself. It's probably going to be daytime before we get to this part of the map, so I think we will get some fire. Wow, okay, something's caught fire. There's not just a fire. I'll ignite my club, and I'm paying for that. I'm probably on fire. What I'll do is, just to save the boredom, I think we're getting quite close. $49.50 frames a second is the lowest I'm kind of reading at the moment. It seems to be the larger it is, then the... Okay. Club to the head. Everything just kind of catches fire now. Just get out of here before we all catch fire. Oh crap. Yeah, that's not good. I'm getting chased by a bloody bear. Just leg it. I don't have a grappling hook yet, so I can't abseil down that. Get your spear ankle. Biting off more than I can chew here. Everything just wants to kill me. Weave in and out the trees is always the best way to get escape, or jump off a cliff. They tend to, if you drop down too far, they'll leave you alone. I haven't got much in the way of strength either. I haven't skilled up enough, I don't think. Or weaponed, increase my weapons power. Oh god, everything here is just brutal. Kill all enemies and light the bonfire. I would if I could find a way up the hill. So the last one there wasn't any. We're on 50 frames a second here, so you can see crouch. Yeah, we're on 60 frames now, which is better. Looks like someone stood there just a pile of rocks. Headshot. Down you go. Seeing crouching is always the best way if you want to sneak up. There's another one there. Oh, missed. And again, my aim is awful. Yeah, they found me. The jig is up. Headshot. Double headshot. And I think that means they're dead. New location discovered. And we need to light the bonfire, so we'll use the club. My last club. Just hold E to set fire to yourself. Good. And then it's just a left click to get the fire going. And there we go. And that is trusty eagle comes swooping in. New bonfire claimed. And there we go. We got a new fast travel point. What we'll do now, we'll just change the resolution. We'll knock it down to high and see if we can go up to 4K. The club gonna split. No, let's let me do it this time. Good. Resume. Okay, so 4K on high. It looks playable. 26, 27. It is on the bottom end of playable. I think. Yeah, we're just hitting 30s, and obviously if we look up, it's going to increase, and look down, it's going to increase. But when we're just getting involved, I don't know. It just seems like there's a little bit of a delay there. If we put it down to normal, if that might just put us into playable. Okay, it's knocked it up a little bit. It spiked to 35. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to go down there because I'm probably going to die. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's overly playable at the moment. 26, 25, the frames really haven't increased that much. I think what we'll do is, I was expecting an increase in frames. I mean, I don't know if it's one of them games where you're going to have to come out and come back in again for it to really pick up the... So we've gone down to low. And we've gone up like 2 frames. Well, still hovering around that same sort of frame area. So what I think we'll do is we'll tab out and come back in again with the resolution and the graphics settings set from the game and see if that makes any difference. Okay, so jumping back in, I didn't close the game, we literally just tabbed out and tabbed back in and reloaded it. Still sitting around the 30 frames a second, which I guess is playable, but personally I prefer around 50, 60, especially when there's some action that goes down, because it's going to drop a little bit, so it's good to have a bit of a buffer there. 4K and normal, yeah, we're sitting around about 30k. I mean, I'd much rather play it in, well, for the setup I've got, I haven't got much choice. I think if we change the resolution and then put it on ultra, I seem to get 60 frames upwards really, and that is nice and comfortable, and it looks fantastic in Ultra as well. I mean, obviously in 4K it is that bit better, but wow. Two gargantuan tigers fighting. Yeah, you want to run. Oh, he's not running, he's running around me, he's trying to choke, mate. Choke. Wow. And that was me. I was smashing Q instead of A, and I got wrecked. Yeah, don't try that one at home. Are they still fighting up there? Or is the skin still there from the other one? That's the main thing. Blatantly going to be gone. Yeah. Gutted. Oh, that's my last spear. Oh, I'm on my last spear. Headshot. See, the people are quite easy to kill. If you can hit them, that is. Like that. Get my arrow back. Ain't got anything worth. Pack is full now. You can actually go back to. I'll try struggle because I'm lazy. There's like a pack. Normally, I haven't found it on this one. Oh, there it is. It's in the map. I think it's up the top. What's that? You can actually store all your stuff in it. It's like a chest, like you had on the older Far Cries. Or is that just in the tree? I have no idea. See it on the map there. Strange. Actually, no, there it is, look. Bell end. Open rewards dash. I think you can chuck stuff in here as well, actually. Food. We'll take 2 foods. So I think we'll wrap it up now. As you see, we're still hitting 60s and 70s FPS, so the amp does make it a bit more playable, but I don't think it's gonna. It's not a game where I'm going to be forced to play it on the Amplifier unless I want to play in 4K, which we established I'm going to struggle to do without having everything turned right down. So I think it's where the TI card would probably come into play and just knock it up to around about 40, 45 and make it a bit easier to play. So yeah, we'll wrap it up there, and be sure to check back and have a look out for the gameplay video if you want to see some more of the game. Thank you very much for watching. Always a pleasure. Feel free to give me a thumbs up, drop something in the comment section below if you've got any questions, and we'll see you again soon.